Hello everyone, my name is Clay and welcome to another Terminally Nerdy's Indie Impressions video, the show where I take a look at independent and non-AAA titles, giving you my quick first impressions after at least 2 hours of gameplay, and today we're going to be looking at the Metroidvania Hollow Knight. So you're going to see this footage, and you're going to see me die a whole lot, because I'm not very good at this game. Hollow Knight demands something that I don't really have when I play games, and that's patience. Now, Hollow Knight is a fantastic game. I absolutely adore it. I played it for about 6 hours, and I've been playing it through Xbox Game Pass for PC. It's on there, so another game that you don't have to pay for if you're paying for the subscription for that. And I really like it. That's why I've played 6 hours, but I finally got to a section, as you can clearly see here, that I am not good at. Because, again, the game demands patience, it demands precision, and I'm not really built for either of those things. I tend to get through games like this either through sheer bloody-mindedness or pure aggression, and Hollow Knight does not reward those things. Hollow Knight punishes those things. Now, visually, Hollow Knight, as you can see here, is a beautiful game. It is well animated. It's got this great, like, black and white and, like, grayscale aesthetic style, and it's absolutely beautiful. The music of it is great as well. I absolutely like it. It's very moody and it fits the kind of dark themes that this game has going. But story-wise, and this is the other problem for me with Hollow Knight, I don't know what the hell is going on. So the basic premise, as far as I can tell, is you're a bug called the Knight, and you show up at this town, and then you go into this cave system under this basically decrepit, derelict, abandoned town, and you just start exploring. You run into people like Hornet, who is protecting something, but I'm not entirely certain what. You eventually find like a city, and the city is abandoned and derelict and destroyed. You find this like race of mantis people that hate everybody. You find all these different things, but I can't put it together what the Knight is trying to do. I don't get it. It uses a passive storytelling system very reminiscent of like Dark Souls and that sort of thing, where the game doesn't really expressly spell anything out for you. It assumes that you're going to figure it out, but I'm dumb, and I'm not figuring it out. Which lowers my enjoyment of the game considerably. Unlike, say, Dead Cells, which is a very similar game, and Dead Cells has that sort of discover-as-you-go kind of thing, Dead Cells is a little more explicit with actual dialogue, but the Knight never really talks. He doesn't respond to anybody. Even when Hornet or the fast travel system, even when those creatures talk to him, he doesn't respond. I'm not even sure if it's a he. Might be a she. Does the Knight have gender? I don't know. I know nothing about the Knight other than this mysterious statue, some mysterious gods, a mysterious illness, a lot of mysteriousness. And again, the other thing is, gameplay-wise, this game wants precision. It plays more like a Metroid than a Metroidvania for me. Your upgrades are very static. You find these medallions, which you can equip different medallions to do different things. You've got some upgrades you can purchase, like you can eventually get an upgraded nail, which increases your weapon damage. In fact, you kind of have to at one point, because if you don't, you're never going to do enough damage to kill a particular boss. And it's very exploration heavy. You need certain abilities to get to certain areas. Like in the footage you're going to see here, I don't know if it'll pop up, but eventually I got to the point of getting like a super dash, where you just dash in one direction until you hit a wall or something. The only negative, of course, is the super dash doesn't make you invulnerable, so if you hit an enemy, you hurt yourself, which I discovered. But eventually the game gets to the point where you have to do precision platforming, these crazy jumps where you have to like you have to pogo, basically using your sword to pogo off the backs of things, platforms that flip, all sorts of crazy stuff, and a lot of stuff is trial and error. Like, you won't know what's coming until you've already failed to get there, and failure hurts. And then there's other problems I have with it, like I don't like the mapping system. Like in a Metroidvania, like in Metroid or Symphony of the Night, the map fills in as you go, so you can clearly see where you've been and where you're going. And even in Metroid, with Super Metroid, with the map stations, it'll fill in blue and then it'll fill in pink as you explore the map, so you know, okay, I've been there, there, and there. But for some reason in Hollow Knight, the mapping system is you have to find a guy in the new area, buy a paper map from him, And then, and only then, will Hollow Knight map things. And even then, he will only map it and fill in your map when you rest at a bench. So if you never find a bench, you will never see the map. Dying will send you back to the last bench you were at, and benches are few and far between in a lot of these areas. I want to say midway through my playthrough, I got to an area where I couldn't find a bench, and I couldn't find the map guide. So I spent a good hour just wandering around, having no idea if I've been here. I think I've been here. I don't know if I've been here. Enemies respawn when you enter and leave areas. It can be very frustrating to tell where the hell you're going at any given moment, and I don't know why they did this other than an aesthetic choice. Like early on, I find the map guy. The first time you meet him, he suggests buying a quill from his wife in the town up on the top. So I go and I do that, and I figure, okay, if I buy the quill, I will auto-map, and I won't need to buy maps from the map guy. But I'm wrong. You just can't fill in the map without the quill, but you still have to buy the map from the map guy. I don't get why that is. It's an odd design choice that just irritates me. Because in the Crystal Mines, the section I'm playing through here, I couldn't find a bench very early on, and the one bench I did find, which you'll see if I ever pull up my map in the footage, there's a bench, a second bench I never go anywhere near. It's the blue icon, and that's because that particular bench was guarded by a mini-boss that I couldn't kill. I spent a good 45 minutes the last time I played this game trying to kill this fucking mini-boss. Which is funny to me because a lot of the bosses in this game are very difficult. They are heavy on pattern recognition. You have to, again, be patient. And you have to watch what they're doing, figure out what their tells are so you can kill them. A fairly infamous one from my research is a boss called Soul Master, which is in the city, which is the boss right before this section that I'm doing. I somehow one-shot that boss. I don't know how I did it, but I killed the Soul Master in one go. I didn't die. However, the area before the Soul Master, the area after the Soul Master, I died multiple fucking times, which most people did as well. Additionally, when I fought Hornet, I died like 8 or 9 times. The very first kind of main boss, Hornet, she wrecked my shit. Bosses seem very oddball to me in a lot of ways in here. I know I'm complaining a lot, but at the same time, I played it for 6 hours. I had a hell of a good time. And up until this section specifically, which has these lasers and all these timing-based things and all this stuff that, again, you need to be patient for, and I'm not, I was having a good time. And I heartily recommend this for anyone who looks for this sort of game. Like, if what you're looking at here, this segment, interests you, like, oh man, I want to try my hand to get through all that, by all means, pick this up or at least get the Xbox Game Pass so you can play Hollow Knight. Because it is a fantastic game, but it is very clearly not a game for me. I am not built for this sort of patient gameplay. I am built for high aggression and high speed. Like when I play Mega Man, I'm really aggressive at Mega Man. But I do okay. When I play Dead Cells, if you watched my Dead Cells video, you'll notice I don't really dodge a whole lot. I am highly aggressive. I go in, and in my opinion, the best defense is a good offense, and I just murder shit. That does not work in Hollow Knight. In Hollow Knight, you have to be patient. You have to watch enemy patterns. You have to pull in and come out, because your iframes aren't very long. There's times when I will get juggled in enemies and murdered. The pits are not easy. The platforming is brutalizing and sometimes pixel perfect. This game demands of you patience and thoughtfulness, and I just don't have it. But, again, it is a fantastic game. I heartily recommend it. It's just not for me. Well guys, as always, thank you for watching this video. If you like what I'm doing, feel free to hit that like button. Feel free to leave a comment. Have you played Hollow Knight? Did you have any problems specifically with this sort of game? You can visit me on Twitter at Terminally Nerdy. Visit my website, terminallynerdy.com, where this video, all my videos, my new podcast, and a bunch of other shit gets posted. You can visit me on Patreon, patreon.com/terminallynerdy to get these videos and all of my writing the instant I finish them, rather than having to wait. $2 a month is all it takes. And you can even help pick what I stream, so there you go. But as always, thanks for watching everybody, please treat each other kindly, and remember, stay nerdy. See you next time.